Was good in the hood. Alright, so where do I feed this cat? Okay, so I can't feed the cat today. Let's see if I can complete the quest. Yeah, it took me a while to stream today because I got up literally an hour ago. An hour and 15 minutes ago. It was like 2:02 that I woke up. I had to like talk someone out of like their ideations and stuff like that. It wasn't even someone that I knew, and they were being so like annoying about it that I thought they were trolling me at one point. But think about like people that get into that mindset. Sometimes they act really manipulative and weird, and it's hard to take them seriously. But that's probably because they have over attachment issues. In addition to that, like I've been in those type of mind states even as recently as like last year. A lot, like the whole stretch of like April to freaking August was just that type of mind state. But thing is, I never really like punish another person for that. But I did talk to several person out of that, so I'm not trying to give myself like any type of credit for that, because they probably would have talked themselves out of that shit. But it's just very common online nowadays, and it's why for a while I was like shut down on online friendships, like the attachment issues coming in. So nightmarific. Okay, so everyone got the ideal meal. Miss Show. I haven't seen that name in quite a while, but yeah, all things considered, I'm always using the bus stops, man, but can't help it sometimes. Feels like compared to like my last playthrough, I'm not really trophy hunting as much with this game as I was with Zero.
Yes.
Tactics, or Wazzy, get up out of here. I don't want your ass. Feels mean to say, but it's also the truth. Like, evergreen. See, like, I want my evergreen team. And Wazzy, well, he is useful in regards where Ellie falls short. Like with the S breaks and stuff like that, being a little more physical. Guys, still would rather have a shooter with me. Ah, shit. Yeah, but that conversation was like a long conversation. I had to talk to it about it with like one of my homegirls, and she was just, well, she's not a homegirl, she's a friend. Homegirl implies we go like back in our like childhood or a very long time. It was kind of wild with it. Also, to see my homie Kego's back with his old account, like he got unbanned. I hope that's him. I hope it wasn't like, oh, let me confiscate your account because you said the gamer words, one of the gamer words, online. But see, I like seeing that shit. I like seeing people get re-platformed. Give me some more of that. You know, he put time into his PlayStation account. I realize he hasn't actually played that many games, but still, he worked his ass off too on that account. And he has like a couple others, but that's the one I know him for. So let me turn in this quest, get a little bit of bread. How much cat food do I have, by the way? Ingredient. I only have one left, so maybe I should be a little more judicious. So I got 1, 2, only 3 people to speak to. Yeah, I like omelet rices. Again, it's a recipe that only I can trust myself to make because I'm not going to overcook the egg. And you want the thing to be like gentle. Alright, let's see, Old Dragon Diner and... In general, this game is a little more respectful of your time than Zero. Trails from Zero. Until you get to the final chapter, apparently. Then it becomes like this endless thing. Yeah, I knew a friend who had like big boobs and shit like that. It's your fault he turned into a fiend. Yeah, they're pissed because their big homie is a fiend now. Their leader is, fucking crackhead now. He's on that joint, let's see, so... Tangram is to the east, let's head off. Oh, my foot. Let's see, who do I talk to now to... Oh, hell no, I'm be blessing that shit. It's deep fried too, because the car radio is like from 2002 or whatever. Way busted up. Let's see. Where my homie at? Oh, there you are. You see, even though we got our ass beat, he's still singing our praises. So let's see, how many books do I have? In terms of Sunshine, Anyas. See, I always collect these books, I never actually bother to read them. I think that tends to be more of a thing if this is your latest game in the series and you're trying to see if it has like some spoilers for the next game, which they often do. It's like, I don't really care too much. I played all the Cold Steel games. All of them. 1 through 4. I don't really need to worry about all of that shit. Alright, let's see. Quest. This next quest is going to be a little more tricky with it, so it's going to probably require me to respawn a lot. But I don't really mind. It expects absolute perfection from me, which, good luck with that shit. You know, if I wanted 2 bonus DP, and you know how much of a hard ass I was being with the previous fight, I got it on 10. At least I recall I did. Okay, yeah, sun, moon, star. Let me save and then we'll do this. Let's do this! You put me on the spot, bro. Blow the whistle. Oh shit. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. You see, this is why I don't really like newer games nowadays. There's no soft reset. Not unless it's like in a menu somewhere. Like, Akitoshi Kawazu still has it in the menus at least, but... Come on, let me press a bunch of convoluted buttons and soft reset. You see, this is taking way too fucking long for something that I'm gonna have to repeat. That's why I hate it when people talk about how, like, loquacious the Cold Steel games are. Motherfucker, look at this shit. That I had to, like, take an ass beating for against my consent. Now, I could understand from people saying, well, my brother in the Lord, you're the one who selected this quest. Bro, I'm trying to get double DP. Okay, so tapping it on frame, I don't know, man, like, I get to do it. I'm just out here fucking dying. This lady looking like some chicken. Get wrestled lunchbox. You gave the girl a little snack. At least I know it doesn't matter whether I hit X or circle, either one is acceptable. Alright, let's see. Maybe if I keep up with the rhythm of the track. See, that one I did like a quarter of it correctly, a fifth of that shit correctly. Now I'm just like rubbing it back and forth, the X circle to advance this dialogue quickly. Like I'm not even raising my thumb at all. Boys and girls around the world. Been thinking about some shit right now. So yeah, the Warriors managed to tie that shit against the Kings, and once again my lack of basketball knowledge is showing its head on me because I didn't realize it, but they're not going to go up against the first seed if they win. If the Lakers, beat the Grizzlies, they got to go up against freaking Warriors or the Sacramento Kings. So it's actually going to get like easier for them for the second round. Now, as I said before, and I was very careful to say this, yeah, I didn't think LeBron was going to go hard, and he didn't, like, in terms of numerical scoring, he did have his, like, signature chase down blocks that he's doing consistently this place. But, like, I knew he was not going to, like, drop 50 on him, like everyone was saying. He was scoring pretty well. But man, AD was the star of the show, and that's actually a good thing when AD, runs it down. But we could get like Golden State Warriors versus the Lakers, depending on how things play off. And if not, we get the Sacramento Kings, which they're a great team, but the only guy I really know on that is Sabonis for getting stomped on the chest. I could have this on high speed mode. That's what was happening. Okay, so I got it halfway there. I didn't know that. I didn't know that like you could have that on high speed mode. It's such a weird quest because it's like it's not really me helping Sully out. It's me getting better at the whistle. Like she's not getting better at the rhythm. I'm getting better at the rhythm. That's all I gotta say on them. I do like that quote that Curry had where he was like, Draymond has a history, well, so do we. That shit goes hard. Man. That shit goes hard, man. That was like a rap quote from the light-skinned dude. Alright, so I gotta get the timing At least I know when I'm doing it perfectly because of the visual meter at the bottom. I just gotta see nothing but blues. This is effectively the jump rope minigame, but in that one was a little too early. See, I'm making my way. Like, I could turn that in and get 1 bonus DP. Ooh. Now I know that fucking what's his face is probably not gonna come back to start playing with Russ. What's his name? Kawhi Leonard. He's not coming back. Like, his sister getting locked up for a long time. I don't know the case, but it involves like the death of an 80-something-year-old woman, 84. Like, I've lost family at that age, but it's to, like, you know, disease and health problems, not, like... there wasn't, like, a homicide charge for it. Although I have my suspicions. So yeah, I think is even if he's like just injured, his heart is probably hurting too much for that joint. But just the thought of him LeBron having to go through freaking Curry and KD at the same time, that is just like wild with it. You know, consecutively, I mean. I mean, if he can just get to the finals, then that's probably the best 7th seed performance ever. I did that too early. Okay, that one was really good. I'm missing my way up, man. Whew, so at least I know I'm getting better. Just look at her feet. And sometimes I'll press a little too early. Well, if I could do the jump rope mini game, then I can do this. Now, speaking of this, I've actually been thinking about this. I might actually end up beating Valkyrie Profile and still having like a vacancy in. So I don't know whether to play Final Fantasy VII because I need to play like one of those games to like. Because I played through 1 through 6 at this point to completion. I played through 9 and 10. 11, I did the platinum streams for 12, which whenever I play 12, I never like do a top bottom playthrough anymore. Not since like early 2018. Now it's like, okay, I'll run through trial mode and all the super bosses for a dude. Now I'm doing like a flat run, just get the lingering trophies. I notice from doing platinum chases, the thing is not the super boss that walls me. It's always like the grindy trophies that require going through like an encyclopedia and a bunch of listicles and game facts articles. That's the thing that fucks me up. You know, they've been consistently able to beat the Suns, but that was the Suns without KD. Now KD is present, and it's gonna be hard because KD is a strong player. See, I am inching my way. This is the reason people don't like Dark Side Fields live streams. All the grindy shit that he would do that the crowd doesn't care for, but it's kind of an opportunity for me to speak on other things. And I go through like 20 different tangential topics. It's gonna be tricky these next couple of months because I ain't got shit to say about Dragon Ball Super. Like, even Geekdom 101 is shitting himself. Like, he finds a way, but he can't find a way this time around. He had to make a third channel. He had World of Geekdom, obviously the Geekdom 101 channel, and like, now he's getting this other thing. I'm thinking, yeah, he's got to branch out. There's no other choice for. Because the only thing that we really have that we can say, okay, this is kind of cool, is Budokai Tenkaichi 4. We don't know shit about that one. I will say this though, if you can make a game that's effectively Budokai Tenkaichi free with some of Raging Blast's mechanics, more characters, like going all the way to like the end of Super. I'm talking like all of that shit that we've seen, like even in manga continuity. And you can make the character portraits look like Dragon Ball and not One Piece. That'd be heat. I would take a Budokai 4 if you can get the art to look like Dragon Ball and not One Piece, because that PS2 era Dragon Ball games, nothing looked like Dragon Ball. Like, say what you will about the PlayStation 1 games, at least the art looked like Dragon Ball, because there was no One Piece at the time. The motherfucker didn't forget the Dragon Ball art style. Like, for a while, I didn't understand what people meant when they said that the shit looked like One Piece. Like, I kind of felt like a similar vibe when I was looking at One Piece episodes, but I don't really look at much One Piece. But then I realized when I was looking at a video a couple months ago of, like, the Budokai Tenkaichi free character portraits, I'm thinking, this is just Luffy with a different, like, shape. This is a Goku-shaped Luffy. And they kept finding other ways in the PS3 era to cover up the fact that they didn't know how to make Son Goku look like Son Goku. Okay, that time I was too late. Whew. One thing I will say about basketball is that, like, it keeps people's social lives together, because when I go out to the corner store, people are talking about basketball and like the game tomorrow and shit like that. Sports is a way of giving people something to talk about, whereas I think even like something like anime or video games and stuff like that, you have to have like really specific interests to even line up. Like, some people try to like have conversations with me because they're a gamer, and it's like, we don't like the same shit. It's too broad, but you know, if you like basketball, so you can have a conversation. Like, I realize sports fans understand that, you know, not all sports fans are the same. So if I'm into like lacrosse or whatever, the guy who's into the NFL, NBA, and MLB is not necessarily going to be walking up to me on some shit. Other thing is that these like new head Dominicans, they don't really like talk about baseball that much. Like, that seems to be more of an old head thing. They've homogenized into the basketball sphere. But it's all like 2010s, like onward stuff. They're not gonna talk about no fucking the only 90s guy they know is fucking Michael Jordan, that's it. They don't know Magic Johnson or Karl Malone, Scottie Pippen, Hakeem Olajuwon, Isaiah Thomas, Pat Lembeer, That was the Robinson dude. Alright, I'm tensing up, so I know it's just gonna be boogity whack, y'all. That time I did worse, but that's because I felt like I had the shits for a second. I talk about Dominican dudes around here, but honestly, yeah, they do keep up with new teams, so I've got to say that they really have, like, playoff season, like every game is like a big game for them. With the teams that they care about, it's like they talk about it as if it's the main event. That's how they describe it as. My favorite company. Okay, that was back to form. Let me poop. Is there like a... Oh, I can... I can just hit the shoulder buttons. Oh no, that doesn't actually do that. I was thinking like that was quickly like scrolling shit. Man, that's disappointing. I'm not gonna front with you. Cause I do want to poop, man. it's interesting to think about the fact that Andre Iguodala is effectively retiring after this season. Draymond's contract is up. The Warriors is about to be like a very different team. Yeah, but I've been looking up a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff, and a lot of people have coincidentally been talking about, like, world structuring and how Lord of the Rings went from like a flat world, like a realm, to a globe, and there's like passages to get to the flat world and stuff of that nature, and part of what like got me into like looking up lore for Lord of the Rings after watching the movies is I was always weirded out by how like medieval the world was, even though it's been like thousands of years, and even back then shit is like medieval. The Shire isn't medieval at all though. But say, well, there's stuff that's like related to like Egyptian and all these other things. I mean, the Oliphants were obviously a sign that there was like foreign, like advanced Eastern civilizations, Asiatic or North African or whatever. But to me, that was like, at least the Peter Jackson films made everything seem so damn medieval, because everything was like so peasant-like. But then you had like the towers and the Capitol buildings, and that was definitely like advanced. Like, that's not like a medieval lord's building. You wouldn't see something like that in Berserk, aside from like the foreign civilizations. But Berserk was a little more like advanced when it comes to that shit, because people had full plate armor. And then I'm thinking, like, I realized Tolkien at some point was flirting with the idea, actually early on, of making it so that, like, our world was effectively the 6th age or 7th age. At one point, even the 5th or 6th. So I'm thinking, like, he was trying to effectively give the Anglo-Saxons their own kind of, like, history, since their legends have been so Norman, so Frankified. So that's what he was trying to do. And I guess there's supposed to be like some futuristic shit that explains how things transition away from like elves and these other species being among us and kind of being like in their great distances. And how that kind of leads into known history. So that's all kind of curious, and I would have liked to see a hypothetical world where he did have a crazy long lifetime. He didn't just live, 70, 80, 70 years, and he could pass on those type of stories. But hold on, let me poo. I dropped a couple rocks, but I don't think that's enough. I'm gonna hold it down for now, but I think in a while I'm probably gonna want to drop a couple more logs. 1, 2. That was almost it. Oh shit! That was really good. You know, the more I look at the Lord of the Rings, the more I realize, hey, it's not that different from the shit that I like. It's just that, you know, what people glean from it is pretty, like, wiggity, wacky. Like, they don't actually, like, see, like, the Kino in it. They're just thinking, medieval fantasy. Like, it has the type I typically look for in these type of stories, which is, what is the greater idea that is kind of below the surface, the thing that will, like, keep you wanting more stories, and interesting themes that come from that. It'd be nice if the Tolkien estate got, like, a little more brave and were like, you know what, let's try to, like, do a 4th age, but I think they're a bit more strict with it. They don't want to, like, mess with their daddy and granddaddy's vision. Kinda gotta hop with it. Woo! That shit was really good. Whew. That was something amazing, but I gotta keep it up. think you could make a really good case for like a fifth age type narrative. Now, because like they like connecting things to like Christianity, I would picture like Old Testament days would be like fifth age, New Testament days like onward, modern times would be like sixth age, and then fourth would be whatever causes the elves and everything else to like go away. That's how I would do it, because you know me, I like to simplify things a little bit. Like if I ever had like a fourth age like headcanon thing, you know, a Tolkien perfect works. Tolkien perfect works. I gotta come up with that shit. That's a good way of looking at it. That's actually a good ass answer. Like, not just paying customers, but also like stands. There's a fly around, so okay, now I can appreciate the dialogue too. Although I am a fast reader. Yeah, I would be careful, because, you know, I almost choked and got deep sixed a couple weeks ago from not eating my Easter food slowly. If you're alone, you don't want to eat in a rush, especially if you're eating stuff with like tendons, and I think there's another reason a lot of people are starting to turn vegan. It has nothing to do with like nutrition, of course, or animals. It's also the fact that vegan food is a little harder to choke on than like the complexities of animal food. Aside from like dairy, which is easy mode. Except for like the super like melty like fresh cheeses. Alright, so we managed to get that accomplished. That's a fucking line right there. Fucking Tolkien perfect works. Middle Earth perfect works. Alright, let's see. Sunshine onions. Searching forest. Alright, so that's Vita exclusive. So I went through all the missables. Beauregard Gate. So Belgard Gate would be like on the west side, I assume. So I want to get to like here and loop around to the whip.
Yoshi, 行くか。どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。到着だ。
I've been thinking about a lot of shit lately. Hold on. Not her fucking what a fucking Peter Parker Spider-Man free thing to say. Alright, this is one of those multiple choice things where you're just supposed to save scum if you did this way back in the day. Or just show correct judgment. Hold on, let me get a new elastic. Mine just broke from yawning. I haven't done my exercise in a hot ass minute, so I gotta do that again at some point. This is like watching an episode of Cops. Which is one of the few times where like something related to cars is exciting for me. Like if you had like a car game where you were chasing down like a criminal car who's just trying to like run away from the cops, or you're trying to run from the cops yourself, like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit type shit, that might actually be kind of interesting for me, as opposed to like racing games. You ruined their lip. Again, going in with themes of Chapter 3, these guys can actually be arrested. I can tell you who know what that is. Alright. All they got was a suspended license. They're lucky they didn't get arrested and like locked up for like at least 5 years, man.
よし、行くか。どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。
行くぞ。
到着だ。
Alright, well, gonna make my way. I'm kind of glad I got the platinum to Final Fantasy IX, because now those rhythm-based games are a lot more doable for me, because I went through the nastiest one. When you go through the nastiest one, the rest aren't that bad. Oh shit, you know what I realized? I should probably purchase a bunch of battle scopes. Battle scopes, Tira bombs, 5. Alright, let's see. Slot. An upgrade. Alright. It's worth a shot. What did I see crawl on the floor? It was like an insect, but...
Yes. 一気に行くぞ。
そこさてとやっ
行くぞ。やってや
行くぜ。
はっはっさてとはっ
任せてくれ。やってや
行くぜ。ま、これが実戦の差ってやつか
やっやっ
よーし一気に行くぞ。
さてとそこ
行くぞ。ストップ。
おっしゃぜ
はいはっ
任せてくれ。やってや
任せそこ
任せろ。
はいそこ私やなんとかなったわね。やっみんなチャンスよ。やっ行きますやっ
チャンスだ。よしよし上出来だ。
奇襲成功チャンスです。
了解
あなたやあ私の番。
行くぜ。ぜ
チャンスだ。よし叩く。よし上出来だ。
そこ今だぜ任せそこ上陸かしら。
よーし一気に行くぞ。
さてとや
俺の番だ。やった。
任せろ。
はいはあ私の番や
よし
おっしゃ
そこだ。
援護ヘイ助かります。ありがとう。
任せてくれ。やっとまだまだいける。
やっそこはいはい行きますは
俺の番だな。
おっしゃ
よーしやあ
よしやっ
はい
おっしゃ
行きますやあこれがみんなの力ですね。そこやっ今だぜ上出来かな。
ナイスファイト。
そこ
負けられない。
任せてやっ行きますやあ
行くぜ。
ってくれ。
行くぜ。はっ、ちょろいぜ。
Hit 3. Let's go. That's gonna be good to have. Alright, let's see. Who has hit like 1 or hit 2? Of course you'd have that, but...
よっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。
私の番ね。
行くぜ。
行くぞ。
行きます。そこ。
俺の番だな。
任せろ。
行きます。やあ。さあ、先を急ぎましょう。
よっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。
よし。
行くぜ。
私の番です。そこ。
俺の番だ。その程度じゃ俺たちは止められない。
Sometimes just stand still.
今だわ。上陸かしら。
Sucks for that dude. Recharge free. I think that's all of them. Yeah, this was a simple dungeon. Although I like its layout and design. It reminds me of a Xenosaga dungeon. Like the early part of Xenosaga where they take you to like parking lots from 2001, 2002, 1989. Alright, so this is from that older section. So these things have been deactivated. Well, alright. I'll bite. Woo! Hey! Hopefully this thing only has like poison, because if it says poison, then I don't give a fuck really.
気をつけろ。
了解です。
Golden insect causes a cacophony to wear down its prey. Okay, it can't be insta-killed, it can't be paralyzed. It can be burned, though, and it can be blinded. Okay, so arts. Weak to being burned. I have such like garbage spells, like compared to like back in the day. Alright, so I got no movements. Or...
しようね。はい行きます。
任せろ。俺戦闘終了。全員無事だな。
That one was kind of easy, but it's a good easy. It's like I probably had like a decent setup, and I think that was a fight that kind of punishes you for playing overzealously more than anything else. Neglecting your magic, neglecting kind of your more spatial tools. Neglecting your crowd control. But it wasn't like an equipment check, so. I guess that's cool. How many? Okay, let me see. Equip. I got 65 new materials. If I get like a ridiculous amount, I'm gonna start selling them because it's a little too ridiculous with it. Status, equipment. After a while, I'm gonna start giving everybody like a invasion freeze. When I can start getting those, because that's gonna make a dramatic difference in everybody's build, because they're gonna be able to like invasion tank like crazy. Like this dude, if I can get rid of seal and replace it with like an invasion free, or no, just like go over here, replace that. Like, does this guy really need burn when that's what half his shit does anyway? I'm not so sure about that. Ooh. Does he need this? Like, I don't know, man. Like, obviously it'd be like a clean... For these three, it'd be a clean transition. Just get you guys like plus 25 evade, because 45% chance to evade attacks, guaranteed, would be a game changer. Easy. Okay, I'm gonna save up and I'm gonna talk to Yo ass. Is that what I gotta do? Let me check.
まだエオリアさんたちと連絡
You see, this guy was such an asshole back in the day. You know, this little zesty guy. Well, he's not even zesty, he's sweet at this point. But he's actually pretty like cool now.
ええ、本当にもう一体何をやってるのかしら。
さすがに
エニグマが通じないってことは自治州外に出ているのかな。
私もそう思ったんだけど、駅や空港を利用した記録がないみたいなのよね。ベルガード門とそれはさすがに。
もしリンさんたちがなんとか居場所を。
本当か？何？
確かエニグマ2には研究段階のその一つがオーグメント内の予備動力で一定間隔ごとにあまりにも弱い動力。ただ機能そのものは。じゃあその微弱な動力波をなんとかキャッチできれば。
リンとエオリアの居場所も特定できるってわけね。
試してみる価値は。この機能については多分力になって。
分かった。すまないわね。何か分かったらこちらにも連絡をちょうだい。場合によったら。
了解します。
さて
IBC. Indian big cuck. Man. Anytime someone says like BC, I think like, you know, big cock. If it's like a free letter acronym or whatever. That's not an acronym, because an acronym I assume has to like spell out a word.
さてと、ロバーツ主任はいるかな。
多分エニグマで連絡。どうも。いえ、しつこいな。ピオちゃんにもう少し優しく接すればいいのに。
むしろあのおっさんなら冷たくされている。
エニグマ2の緊急アラート機能について。はい、下に来ている。
相談に乗っ。
なんでもヨナも。それって確か爆破されたジオフロント。
エプスタイン財団出身の。
ああ、小生意気だが微妙にヘタレな小僧だぜ。
さすがに今。
That's a funny of him. I had to like learn how to spell WizKid to describe him. When I was writing the descriptions for these like stream highlights back in the day for Trolls from Zero.
な。
どうせ動力切れで連絡が取れないってだ。遊撃士なんて言いこぶった連中ほっときゃいいじゃん。
ような。
そんなこと言っちゃった。
ヨナ君とせっかく事務所の一角に最新型の専用端末ルームを用意してあげ。
いくら処理能力が高くったってあんなとっととセキュリティコード。
ああ、それはダメ。そんなことをしたら君またやりたい放題。代わりにポムットでテオ君に勝てるよ。
なんだかんだ。
まあそれはエニグマ2のアラート機能だがお役に立てないかも。
そういった機能に。
ただ10セルジュくらい近づかないと測定器でも感知でき。
10セ。
そりゃまた微妙な距離だ。
クロスベル市内にいるのなら感知できそうだけど。
私のセンサーとマトリックス化されたシステムならエイオンに連動できそうですか。
Matricize. So I guess like the motherboard and the mother tower.
ああ、それならやっぱりダメだ。エイオンに連動させるには動力圧の問題もあるし。
そうです。
何がダメな。
どうや
だったらウォルキスタワーの屋上で測定しちゃえばいいんじゃ。
ヨナ君、
アラート用の動力波は微弱すぎてかといって測定も遮蔽物のな。
どうなの。
いやシステムエン
まあ
それじゃあ
なんとかメド。
早速オルキスタワー。ヨナ君、
なんでその顔。
無茶な頼み。
let's see.
おっと。ああ、このまま屋上に。わかった。
準備は完了。
ああ、受付で認証カードを借りて。
雨も降っていることだし。
Alright.
ようこ特
ええ、認証カード。
はいそちらのカード1ヶ月の
さすがは戦士。
はい
そういえばその21階から30階までの
そのあたりは全て
メンテナンス。
何でも巨大な構造物の重量バランスを取るためにほぼ中空になっているのだ。それ以外に地震が起こった時の
It's kind of like the sympathetic strings on a piano where you actually use them, they're kind of worthless because of the pitch and how out of tune it is, but it resonates with the other pitches.
そりゃす。
やはり最新の建造技術が
しかしそうまでして同じフロア数なら30回だって。
当初の計画からして無計画を引き継いだおじさまも派手なもの結局不足していた建造費は黒エスケの
へえ、そりゃまたゴー
ま、おかげでクロスベル市の新たなランドマークとして。おっと、そろそろ到着。
Yeah, it is a waste that there had to be like all these like big floors.
ちょっと
なあ、イオナと。
多分送っ
探してみよう。
や
これが。
ああ、ただしこのままじゃそこで
こちらの方はもしかし
まあかなり小雨になったし、しかしそうだ、ティオ君がセンサーを
結構です。逆に気が散る気がし
よしっといつでもエイヨンを起動させて大丈夫だからな。
それでは始めましょう。リンさんたちの言いの
I'm surprised that thing is
個体番号は
damaged from the rain.
ああ、ギルドからちゃんとすでに測定器に入力し
了解しました。
ティオ。
リンさんたちのはい栄養システム
You know, with his laptop out like that, he kind of reminds me of Denki from Boruto and Naruto Next Generations. Have we ever actually seen Denki in the manga?
リンクをそのまま行っちまって。
測定器へのティオ君。
はいセンサー機能開放リミットブレイク。
何かなん
本当ですか。
リンさんたちの
うん、まあ
2つのアラート信号はここからかなり南の
んで、はいほら
え、
ここは
なんだこりゃ。
そんな場所に
よくわかんねえけど。
どうぞ。
とりあえずそれと念のため。
そう
ロバーツ。
何の
ま
そうか、ごめんなフラン。ああ、
なんとか
なあ、
今回に関してはでも本当にいいの？1時間もすればアリオスたちが戻ってくると思うんだけ
いや
そうですね。
ど、まあ分かっリンにしてもエオリアにしてその2人が連絡も入れずに何があるか分からないわ。
はい。
準備を終え
Alright, well, guess we gotta investigate all that shit from the south. This guy's probably nasty with it. He's been practicing and labbing up so he can beat T.O., who has like these weird break the game powers, so wouldn't be surprised. Bahim Gunter, High Priest of D and G, the verb for G. 6 years ago, our order was on the brink of extinction due to the efforts of the authorities and Bracer Guild. I alone escaped danger and took refuge in this land of origin. It was the guidance of the great D, AO, that helped me survive so I could realize the ambitions of our order. Since the time will surely come, I will record the data in each of these terminals on which they shall base the New Testaments. To discuss the origins of our order, I will first have to turn to the abominable history of the Zemurian. The Great Collapse approximately 1,200 years ago marked the end of advanced civilization, and with it the established order, giving rise to the bloodshed and poverty of the Dark Ages. In their fatigue, people committed a grave sin. They led themselves to a deluded flattery of pompous fools, and their invented, self-centered cult with open arms. The foolish Septian Church and their symbol, that goddess of the sky, Dark Ages met its demise, and its faith spread throughout the continent. Let us consider, if said goddess truly existed, can we not assume that she shall bestow equal salvation upon all of us? However, disparity yet exists, and people continue to perish in disasters and misfortunes. Does that mean said goddess discriminates upon whom she shall bestow salvation? This thought alone is too ludicrous for words. Yeah, it reminds me of that, I know I've spoken about this last game. If God is real, why bad thing happen thing. I mean, it's a little deeper than that, but it's still kind of a variant of that same fallacy. In the end, she is merely an idol invented by the Septian Church to amass power. A goddess, as such, simply does not exist. Having reached that conclusion, our predecessors embarked on a long journey to find a true God. Their efforts were not in vain, for at the dawn of the Middle Ages, in the depths of this land, they found the possessor of a great power in eternal slumber. She was known as D. Okay, Demiurgos. Okay. One of the Septarions, I assume. So I assume like the Septarions are all like effectively a pantheon. This is all stuff that makes me want to eventually play Nayuta Boundless Trails when that comes out, because that'll probably give me all the pieces I need to really understand this shit. Alright. East Crossbow Highway. No, I want to head down. It's time to game on. Okay, this guy should be like tough, so. Okay, so yeah, this guy is nastier with it. I notice going like faster is better than like anything else. I expected this guy to be a bit of a challenge, so not really too shocked. This guy fucked himself over. I wasn't doing shit. Not to him. I was just getting into it, man. Oh man, that was a stroke of luck. I don't know what else to say besides that. Congratulations! Oh my. Alright, let's see. Move to waterfront area.
なんだったらそうか。
まあ車が
ここはエニグマで、あ、このタイプのボッ
へえ。
やっぱり運転や操縦の類は
これもどうします？
そう、目的地で何があるかは。
Do I have any missable content left to deal with? Alright. Set off for the wetlands.
了解し。
それじゃあおき。
What is Chow?
おやおや、
うん
シュバルツオークションといい、やはり縁があるよ。しかしそうさ、エルム湖の長にさて、ここは彼の勘にかけてみるしかない。
I like for like 5 seconds that he was in Cold Steel 4. He was a little interested in the Ashen Knight or the Azure Knight, Range Schwarzer.
不良リーダーの魔人組、ヘビや教会の会員。少しでも資格を潰しておくに越したことはありませんから。確かに。失礼します。なんだファン、その取り乱。申し訳ありません。その今しがたか信じがたファン。
天気予報の通り、午後からは晴れましたね。
俺もエイドスの正直どんな危険が待ち受けてるか。
まあ雨の中で
可能性があるとしたら、正直。
アリオスさんたちのなるべく俺たちが場合によったら。
はい。
姉さんたち
湿度の急激な上。
何？
これは
さっきまであんな
速度を落としてティオ。
はい。
こうなったらもう
そこにある。
まさか。
Look at all that shit. At least it's letting us know where all the treasure chests is at.
俺ら
まるでおとぎまるで空間自体の構成。
プレロがそう。いつからこんなに繁殖していたんだ。でもそうか。ヨアヒムが。
まあこの場所とか。
あのと。
イン。どうした？
それはこちらのエビどもの影と各地で咲き始めたそれらの気配。へえ。
そんじゃこの場所が
その通り。お前。
この際だから事情。なる
ほど。なるほど。この
確信。
なぜ青い花プレロマソウがそれがクロスベルにおいてどん
その通り。これも一応は遊撃士どもはい
やイン。
おいおい、
まさに
バニモス、何を勘違いし。そもそも私とお前たちは病院の時と違って
何とリンさんとエオリアさんは2人合わせたらあのアリオスさんにも匹敵する。その2人が本当にあんた1人でも。
You're not that nasty with it.
緊急。
リンさんたちが無事だったら情報を手に。
あくまで効率重視。
徳の支援
まあ否定はでき
少々不本。
いやだから
これも人徳だろうね。
か。よかろう。こたびも一時的にだが風の牽制が追いついてきたらそれでいい。
ああ。
しかしこの人数だとさすがに魔獣に襲われた時なんか
ならボートの見張り。
いいんじゃない。
分かった。あの技を教えてもらった彼、何としてもリンさんたち。
I'm gonna leave Noelle because she can drive. Then I realized that she's kind of like part of my main squad, so I can't really do that. It's just been a mini game day for me. Earthworm. Salamander. Okay. Casagine. Piranha, okay, little shooter. Rock heater. That was on target. I've been doing so like poorly with the fishing stuff. These early enemies are always like deceptive as fuck. They have me thinking that this thing is gonna be like easy, or than it actually is. This is just so that you can get the battle scopes. I'll get it twisted now. I thought it was with the previous dungeon too. Okay, there's a burst feature. I didn't even know that.
よし一気に行くぞ。
私の番ね。
行くぞ。それおっしゃ
や
任せてくれ。
私の番ね。
Didn't want to actually hit.
エニグマ駆動。
行くぜ。
ありがとう。
しよう。
助立ちしよう。
私の番ですね。や
そこだ。任せてくれ。エニグマ
任せて。
駆動。
任せろ。
そこだ。
上陸かしら。
Alright, ebony boots. I could probably put that on somebody.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。
やエニグマ。
よしだ。
ここだ。うっしゃいい感じだぜ。
I guess it doesn't count as like physical attack damage. It's kind of like the all-out attacks. It has like its own like hidden element.
今のは上陸かしら。グッジョブです。
Which is a good thing, by the way. Otherwise, that would be fucked. Fucking. I didn't care if it was guarded. Ether Buster. So they have a status ailment that I looked up. The next boss. One, two. Let's see. Alright, that's actually really easy. I don't even have to protect against that status ailment. Arianrhod.
その子たちの相手を騎士の格好戦っているうちに道化師とかいう男の子に拘束されてしまったの。
Campanella.
あのツタみたいなのに動け
拘束して放置。
ランディさん、
話は分かりました。俺たちはこのまま
待機中のありがとう。リーもあの子
了解です。
一刻も早く
The title schoolgirl. Tyrol bomb. Let's see. I'm almost done with this joint. Let's see. Quartz fragment. Alright. I like that shit.
その程度じゃ俺たちは止められない。行くぞみんな。おう。
行くぜ行くぜ。マジかよ。
任せて。
俺の番だな。は
はい。
サンクス。
やっ。
行くぞ。
俺の番だ。サンクス。
よーし。私の番ね。エニグマ。
そこだ。行くぞ。エニグマクロ。
さてと。はい。
俺の番だ。
助立ち。
やっ。任せて。
任せてくれ。エニグマ
行きます。
駆動。
エニグマ。
うっしゃいい感じだぜ。
ナイスファイト。
Alright, that's it right there. Okay, equipment. Wordman, Quartz. Evade 2. Come on, let's get that Evade 3, baby. Lose a little bit of D, but I don't really care. Look at that shit. Black ebony boots. Woo! That shit is good, man. That shit is good. See, I need to get her with like an evade. I need to upgrade that quartz so I can give her evade free. I bet you chapter 3 is gonna hit us with that shit. Come on, be our hero monkey. I like how counters don't really... You can't counter a counter, otherwise it'll be a counter loop. So... I like that measure. Just a little bit of Final Fantasy X to make things a bit more exciting. He raps just like you. Alright, cool. I'm getting better S-crafts, S-breaks. Although I'm fucking up in the field action.
やるな。They done skeeted on her with some ivy.
Dean さん。
そうだ。そうか。まさか 母まで子供扱いされるなんて。騎士の格好。いや、あいつらも手強かったが強いなんてもんじゃない。ひょっとしたらアリオスさんでも。
そんなのありえんのか。
Nah, I believe it.
鋼の意味を冠した。
多分それと道化師とかいう少年といくら伝説の教師を連れていても分が悪いかも。
それは
我が名はいい。どのようにお前たちがおじけづくなら。
いくらあなたでも
大丈夫かい？
あ
ま、鋼ってやつといや。
ああ、ごつい鎧と
Okay, so I guess
わかるはずだ。
Wazi's back with us.
アリオスさんたちも
ええ
了解で。それ
よっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。
今だわ。上陸かしら。
ここだ。よっしゃ、いい感じだぜ。
I almost made contact.
私の番ね。
行くぜ。
よーし。はっ。よし。任せて。よし。
行くぜ。ま、これが実戦の差ってやつかね。
Hinge, like cringe compilation, but I'm thinking Hinge like the dating app.
任せてくれ。
任せて。
ここだ。うっしゃ、いい感じだぜ。
They bring back all the old ass memes. That's like, how do you do fellow kids ass shit, man? It's not. It's 2023. Those are jokes from 2017. But you know what? I guess they're trying to go for that throwback vibe, so whatever.
通らせてもらうわ。今だわ。
They gotta commit to it now.
行きます。電磁ネット。通して。
甘いっての。任せろ。
援護助かります。ありがとう。
There's like a pixel that had like I guess not. Yaragarasu. Okay, let's see. Where's poison? Silver bush. Alright. I kind of like you guys with the plus. Craft points item. I delayed that because I don't like the acronym. It makes the bot confused. Like I'm talking about pornography or something like that. Oh, I remember this scene. This was a good ass scene. I remember it, so it must be good.
でも博士に加えて教授までグロリアスまで持ち出して二大国に喧嘩を売ったりしてやっぱりこの程度の使命全てはあの方の意志それよりも博士どうやら客
どうやら予想以上のバッ
遊撃士のお姉さん一応
しかし
あなたたちの企て
察するにクロスベル警察の新人
クロスベル警察結社、まずは身分を証明。
身分の証
警察と僕たち相手に身分証明ってまっすぐな若者要求に応えられないのは
ダメだろ。常識が通用する
教団の連中あたりと
彼らと一緒にされるいい。F ノバルティスだ。ウロボロスの第6中にして13工房を任せる。
This guy deserves better because the wiki sometimes don't even show his picture. They want to act like we've never seen this guy's face before. Like, come on. Update your shit.
どうか気軽に。
動力ネットのハッキングに使っ
ほう、あれはアストラルのコードと言ってね。
博士、
そういえば教団の被験者でエプスタインの連中が拾った娘というのがいたか。どうだね君、その才能を消し
お断りし
ゴー。
まったくレンに
別に
さて次は我が名は
Because he's always looking for a hacker girl to, like, you know, pass all his knowledge to. Especially if she's really young, so we can ensure that the knowledge will be, like, held and retained for years.
ごつい鎧を着ているが
信じられん。
貴様が結社、確かに身震いするほどの陶器の持ち主のようだな。この院を前にしてその
どうしてそんなその前にここの主が戻っ
何？
主、巨大なオーラの大型の
なんだと。
幻獣古の幻想。
You see, these type of enemies make me want to play Breath of Fire 4. I would love to stream that game and get a platinum on it too.
話は後だ。速やかに長部。
デカブツだ。気抜くなよ。
了解です。
よし。
Alright, let's see. Oh, scope.
よし。
So I only did like that much damage. Okay, it has no fucking elemental things it can get hit with, but it can get stat down, so there's at least that. Higher elements work on it pretty well, so. Art, Soul Blur.
行くぜ。
行くぞ。
行きます。やっ、
行くぜ。
行くぞ。
私の番です。任せて。
行くぜ。
I hate that can lower like status elements, status effects, shit like that. What about AT? So AT delay doesn't work. Alright. Okay, AOE heal.
Thanks.
私の番ですね。
行くぜ。
せよ
行くぞ。
エニグマ助かります。
行くぞ。
エニグマ起動。え
俺の番だな。させるか。
My little impedes coming through.
エニグマさてと
Items, hero bomb, or
行くぜ。
よーし
よし。させるか。
さてとエニグマよーしエニグマ
任せろ
駆動。行きます
サンクス。
行きます目標を設定これで終わりですお返しよ任せて
チャンスだ。よし。
俺の番。
oh! Alright.
ありがとう。
お返しよ援護します
任せろ。
よし。それ。
助かります私の番ねはいエニグマ
俺の番だな。そこだ。
私の番ね私の番ですね
任せてくれ。 まだやれる。はあ、
立て直さないと。負けられない。みんな下がらない。やっ立て直さないと。ありがとう。
まだ
Anything that heals both EP and HP. Alright, let's see. Celestial Bomb.
ありがとう。負けられない。
負けるか。
I didn't want to heal you. Oh, okay.
助かる。まずい。
ありがとう。まだやれる。それ。
まだ
立て直さないと。
負けるか。エニグマ。それ。
ありがとう。
行くぜ。
Alright, I gotta get you some CP. Let's see.
おっしゃ。
よし。任せて。
ありがとう。俺の番だな。
Could have sworn.
エニグマ。やっ。
助かります。
俺の番だ。
Okay, freeze. What cures freeze? Warmer.
助かります。行きます。
EP charge.
俺の番だな。させるか。
私の番ですね。
おっしゃ。
ありがとう。そこだ。
大丈夫。援護します。
っしゃ。
Alright, craft. Item.
ありがとう。お返しよ。よーし。
Okay, she was able to be a useful street like that.
いや、ありがとう。
よっしゃ。
Tag.
私の番ね。
Arch. You're not taking that? Okay, what a stroke of luck. Okay, come on. Ton shot or chaos ramp. This was the difference maker right here. Craft, holy bullet.
Thanks. ありがとう。私の番ですね。
Thanks. まだまだ。
Alright, so let me see. How do I delay this as much as I can? Items. I don't need to use a tier bomb, I'll just use a regular tier bomb. Alright. Crafts. Just so I can get that impede bonus. Alright. Let's see how much damage this does, and then I'll switch to Landy.
しゃ、いい感じだぜ。
さすがですね。
That wasn't very resource efficient, but hey. Nightmare mode with a little bit of preparation, I could have cooked that shit.
素人にしてはなかなかといったところかな。その魔道場とやらも財団の連中が作ったにしてはそこそこ完成度も高い。てめえら
ウロボロス、そろそろクロスベルの地でまさかとは思うが、グノーシスを新たに製造し
魔人化しちゃった不良のリーダー君、僕も見物させてもらったけどもう少し突き抜けたら決し
はぐらかすな。質問に
君たちがそう、私たちはあくまで計画の進行度を確かめに来た。七葉脈の活性化の度合いと
約束を。
どこまで思わせぶりな。
I guess for Cold Steel 3 and 4. Well, specifically 3, because 4 was off your hands at that
ここ
point.
から先は力を持って口を。
そうするしか。
いや
さすがに僕じゃ君たち全員ここはあなたに
仕方あり。
いや、
中世の騎士が使っていたランスみたいだけど。
おいおい、そんな骨董品を持ち出して
問答は互いに獲物を取ったからには全力を持って当たつさもなく。はっ、来る。ありえません。
ほう、はが
東方人外の魔人なん
なかなかの反応ですが、先代と比べると未だ迷いがあるようですね。
ギリシャこりゃ傑作。インの正体がアルカンシルの準ヒロインさぞ面白いドラマがあり。
Motherfuckers sound like a grade A hater.
マジ。それにアリオスさんたちも
来てくれた。
あの者たヘビの連中か。道化師か。それに13工房の
ほうほう。
レーベンに匹敵する腕前らしいけど
Luva gets dick rided so hard. I mean, Luva was scaled above Cassius.
風の牽制。まみえるのは初めてですか。なるほど。噂にたがわず素晴らしい腕。
世辞は結構。あなたのように人の域を超えるまでは特にその槍の
それが見抜けるだけでも大したものです。
アリオスさん、よもやこのまま見のまさか。だが状況はこう君たちがやり合った。
どうやらこのお姉さんたちもただ
よい、ここでなぶはマスターの仰せのもの。
計画の進行度と七葉脈の状態も確認できた。
さすがにこ
一つ中古旅の計画において我らはあくまで脇役に過ぎない。じきに獣たちが放たれされど目の前で起きる日
それで
またの再会を。
ウロボロス、とんでもない連中だな。
リーシャ。
リーシャさん、そろそろ稽古に戻らなくてはいけません。失礼します。信じられないことばかり起きて、まるで
バルドのことといい。
だが紛れも
アリオスさん、
結社の連中はよこの場所の意味呆然としている暇はなさ。
そうか。
ええ、
はい。
名取だ。湖の流
そのいろいろあってアリオさん
ならばちょうどいい。赤い星座のメンバーができればオルランドから話を聞きたい。すぐに戻っ
随分
ああ
それは
赤い星座。
我々も
ロイド、お前たち、俺たちは
すみません。
こういう時はそれに
I just get all the pleroma grass out of here.
赤い星座が動いたとすればヘイユへの動きもあるはずだ。俺たちもすぐに戻るが。
はい。
それでは失礼。まさかリンの正体がてっきり男の人と。
どうやらあの格好の時には
Yeah, whenever a JRPG has you seeing pronouns used like crazy, like they insist on using he, you know it's a she.
ひょっとしたら体型なんかも変化させていたのかもしれない。
They use her, him a lot, you know it's a her.
で普通じゃない人とやら。
The other way around is true, oftentimes, but they do love their little Mulan type stories, these Eastern tales.
ああちょっと前に
小さい頃からそのために生きてきます。気の遠くなるような昔、今となっては何のために。
まさかとは思ったから、それ以上はどこか彼女がインである可能性を捨ててはいなかったみたいだ。
That was all you needed to figure out she was Een.
考えてみりゃただの素人がアルカンシェルの。
ああ、あのイリアさんが強引に誘った。しかもインが現れた時期とリーシャがクロスペ
ヘイユへのチャオさんあたりは正体を知っているんでしょ
Okay,
う
so he was doing a Superman Clark Kent in his head for a while.
まあ彼女の立場な下手に素性なんか知られたらいいように使われる。
そういう意味ではあまり正体を振り回らない。
ああ、それに今はヘイユエより赤い星座の。
このタイミングでおじきたちが姿を消すとしたら準備をした上から一気に動き出す。
そうか。
ソーニャ司令の方に。
失礼します。
来たか。
すみません。少し
状況について
伝えた通り、この建物およそ100名近くのメンバーが出入りし、全員ジオフロントを経由し。
ジオフロントですが、そんな道はなかったはず。どうやら爆破工作で強引ジオフロント B 区画の仮想に出る抜け道が。そんな。
やれやれ、とんでもない連中だね。
それだけではない。旧ルバーチェの密輸用倉庫のそれも重火器を扱うための
ああ、おじきどもだったらそのいつでも実戦に臨めるよう常に感覚を研ぎ澄ませておく。
なるほど。
オルランド、連中の狙いはヘイユエ、それとも
さすがにわからねえが、ヘイユエが狙いなら駅や空港も連中なら苦もなく占拠できんだ。もっととんでもないことをしでかす
と、まさかオルキスターを。
そいつはありそうだったが連中の好みからはある。
へえ、
両兵が本領を発揮できるとしたら野戦か激ガス、つまり正規軍を翻弄できるような、それこそ市街地全般や起伏の多い山岳地帯。
確かに車両の動きもだ
と総裁、ああ課長、なんで
このタイミングで
警備隊から正体不明の武装集団がパトロール中の部隊が。
They wiped out the SWAT team, the militarized police. That's crazy.
第三中隊に告げる。武装集団の希望を不明。市内に潜伏していた傭兵団赤い星座のマインスの住民に被害が及ばぬよう最大限排除せよ。第三中隊了解。これより武装集団の
隊長。
ここで頑張られてもフォローはお願い。
よ隊長に続く。
さあテスシャーリーと一緒に。
It's for her own good, man. She would have gotten killed if she stuck around. There's fuck around and then there's find out. She ain't trying to find out.
なんたることか。まさかここまで大それた。背後に何者かがいるのは間違いないです。それも通称か
エレボミアテいや、あえて特定。その可能性、このクロスベルでも。
こうな、もしくは今日は。
いや、すでに昼間の時点で返事は当然ながら、そしてこれは私の責任だ。
いえ、決して。
いずれにしてもこのままでは自治。しかし何を。
民間の飛行艇に依頼してなんとか上空から確認はできました。現時点では略
ですが、マインツの住民が人質である状況は変わり、食料の備蓄も心配ですし、グズグズは
無論だ。
Means Mountain Village. The motherfuckers is getting screwed over.
人的、物的被害ともに現在予備戦力のすべてを。
そうか、相手は戦闘のプロだ。あくまで未来交渉次第だ。これ以上の惨事を食い止められるか。警察の諸君には市民の不安。
了解しました。
直ち。
ギルドとも連絡を取って手を尽くしてみますか。
遅い。あんなことがあったから。
はい、今頃オルキスタワーで今後政治的にも。
バルドも難しい時期に。
ねえねえ、課長が帰ってこん。
いや、遅くな。せっかくキーボーが用意。
ランディさん。
鍋のことはともかく、こういう時だからこそ。
もち前にも言ったが、おじきたちとの縁は切れている。今さら古巣が何をしたところで、それよりも今は明日に備え。
それは
お腹が空いてはランディのそういうね。
まあ今日は水早めに食事を済ませて休んだ方。
そうだな。よし、キーヤが準備してくれたから、肉、魚、野菜たっぷりある。たくさん食べて早めに休んで。
Nico means meat, if I recall correctly.
いただきます、キーヤちゃん。あとは私たちに任せて。ファイトはお肉。
It's one of the reasons why people always accuse Luffy of dropping N-bombs. That Niku, the fact that he's related to the Sun God. It seems he's always dropping a variant of the bomb. Although I am kind of glad that like One Piece memes are kind of, in terms of humor, splitting off into more than just, hey, the girls are hot and Luffy's asexual. Now it's like M-bombs, Zoro is always fighting diversity.
なんでこんな。
行きつけのバーにちょっと引っ掛けに。まあ僕はこういう。さすがにみんな怒るんじゃない。
だがこいつは俺おじきやシャーリーをましてやロイドたちを。俺自身もただそれだけの。
君といいバルドといい、どうしてそんな不器用にしか生きられないんだ。何を言ってるのか。君のもう一つの推測については当たってる。
昔何度かやり合った連中と似たものを感じたが、あの娘と初対面だったのは不利だった。
そう黙ってくれていたお礼に明日の朝好きなように暴れ。
Yeah, he does remind me a lot of Chaos, like this androgynous dude who's got like a weird past and fights with like martial arts and shit. Has the bob hairstyle. Although I like Chaos a hell of a lot more, considering the fact that he's my favorite character in Xenosaga, whereas Wazi is kind of middling in terms of where I stack characters in the Kiseki series. Even the reveal of who they are is kind of similar, since it's tied to like divinity.
ダメです。
多分人通りの
でも蹴りをつけてくる。
ああ、
それなら
そいつはのぞ
課長。
チャックいつも散らかしてるくせに警備隊にも問いよ多分マインツにあれでも百戦錬磨の元竜兵
少しは私たちの
まあしばらく山岳地での軍事行追いかけようにも
He is the son of the war god, which means he's more of a military strategist than what's his face, Sigmund and Shirley, who they're just the brutalizers, the berserker class.
多分ランディひょっとしたらまだクロスペルし
どうしてわか
簡単なこともしランディが本気で今のあいつの獲物
確かに
ってことは奴が竜兵時代それを調達するの
はい経歴から考えてそれらを市内で調達するのは昔の獲物をどっなる
ほどそれじゃあランディさんの横確かに
ああワジ
いやいいんじゃないそれで彼が立ち
そうだなやはり旧市街周辺交換屋のアシュ
The hood, in other words.
武器も扱うギオーム親方なんかも
カジノのドレイコオーナーもランディさんそうねそれに確かランディのクロス
うまく巻いたつもりが
当然ですこんな勝手リーダーとなんとか行き先をつかんで絶対に連れ戻さないと
当たり騎士首に縄ランディだ
ああ絶対に連れて帰ってくるから
何キーヤはザイドライダたちも
さてと
ああとりあえず
幸い多分昨日の事件の
This is the Randy retrieval arc.
ごめんなさいあなたの立場からしたらいえそうした危険それに今は行きましょう
ああ
Bringing Randy back shouldn't be as difficult as bringing Sasuke back, though, so... Alright, let's see... Welcome card. Delicious. So now that we don't have him with us, we gotta bring... No, I could probably use Tio's like craft guard abilities. I don't know, man. Gain up. Let's chance up. I guess something to like raise her status resistance to whatever upcoming boss we have. So I'm gonna save all of this stuff for later. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. It's been your boy, Mr. 107. Thank you guys for watching. It's like